Adams.
Yeah. So the Adams clan, we call the last name Adams is an adopted last name. It's not an original tribal last name.
Yeah,
But the
I remember
last
that.
name Adams was adopted under the freedmen's names for
Mm.
a lot of the Muskogee. They became different names, and Adams was one of their names. And so they, when they was reclassifying us on paper, they was saying Indian train coming, y'all getting on the Indian train? We was like, hell no, we ain't playing that game. We said we staying at home. So they had to come up with a story as to why these people don't look like us. Because the original plan was to force us all together, the Mongolians and those Mississippi Negroes. Because that was
Oh,
all of these other sub tribes up and down the Mississippi are sub tribes of Mississippians.
right.
And they wanted them to mix and amalgamate with the Mongolian Hun Native American that they
Mm-hmm.
brought over here, because they was going to try to say that since we mixed with the Siberian, we don't have no claim to our birthright to the land.
Mm-hmm.
They going to say that the Siberian Empire have more legitimate claim to the Americas than the people who organic to the land. But it didn't work because most of us we refused to go. This is when they switched the Trail of Tears narrative, became a Native American story. But the Left Behind narrative is nobody talks about,
Mm-hmm.
right? And in the Left Behind narrative is all of those ones who didn't want to go on the Trail of Tears. Well, on paper, where they was this is how they got to get reclassified, because only the ones who left their land would be classified as one of the ones who went on the Trail of Tears. Now, you did have some that went, but over the generations, of mixing with those people, you can't tell that they was us.
Yeah, definitely. Shit.
This
But
is even in how where they getting. If you look at where they was collecting the people from, see,
mm-hmm.
the Indian schools was to teach the culture that we was practicing at that time, the nomadic tribal culture, to the Siberians. But they really didn't teach them our culture. Most of them taught them their own culture. They taught a lot of Siberian shit. And we think that the Siberian shit is the tribal shit, but we ain't never stopped doing tribal shit.
Definitely. Shit.
So,
All my
like, if you
folks
go to
still
New
tribes.
Orleans,
Uh-huh.
they was talking about taking the second line. They almost lost everything because you can't do that. You're not going to take Mardi Gras from New Orleans. It wasn't always called Mardi Gras. You know, it's just like Carnival in Brazil. It's certain stuff that we do tribally that if you allow us to continue to do it, you will keep us under the slumber longer.
Mm-hmm.
In certain parts of our culture that'll wake up the warriors in the tribe. And when you
Shit,
wake
that's
up
what
the
happened to
warriors in the
me.
tribe, that's not good if you're trying to conquer.
Real. Hmm. Shit. Shit. I got this from my folks. They got this one right here
Mm-hmm.
from Tifton. Got everything in here. Shit. My grandma, her name, Ola May. Ola May Murgison. It got a lot of names in it, and then it's so funny. I looked at one of the ladies he married into. Let me see. I'll show you a picture. He married into her. I was doing some research on her family. She changed her name. Her real name was Cersei. Cersei. And I seen that they had a little plantation or whatever. But this was second wife right here. You see
So
how she dressed?
Cersei is French.
Uh huh.
It comes from Circe, which is the goddess of the church.
Mm. Okay. Okay. And one other question I have for you was like basically I had got a name given to me. It was Tawa Heck. I don't know what it's called, but they said it's Red Hawk. And recently I just been being followed by Hawks. Like everywhere I go, Hawks is following me. Right now I'm in Kentucky. I'm a truck driver, so I stay out in Kentucky, but Hawks just been following me everywhere I go. And shit, I be having like my dreams and stuff be real vivid with the Hawks. So like I mean, it's kind of cold out here, so I was really going to ground and try to connect with them. But is there any other ways I could kind of connect with them? I feel like that's my totem animal. I'm not really too.
Yeah. So one thing I tell people when you're experiencing that, um, try to just imagine to yourself, say, "I wonder what the bird thinking. Wonder what
Hmm.
the bird thinking," and eventually to know that you thinking what the bird thinking in your mind, you're gonna see what the bird is looking at,
Uh huh.
and that's. But if it's your totem animal, it's like tuning into a radio channel.
Hmm.
You just got to keep talking to yourself, right? Self talk. Once you get the breakthrough, right, the heart could then tell you stuff. They give you
Hmm.
information. They look at the road ahead of you before you go.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
We used to use them in warfare.
For sure. I had an experience like that when I turned into a hawk. When I did a ceremony, the hawks greeted me. But then when I left this realm, shit, I landed. I'm blue. I'm bluish like greenish color. And then I'm looking at all the other tribal members next to me. They all got hawk faces. Like shit, they talking in a different language, but I understand them. Then we just flew up. We flew and was just flying over. Like it looked like the forest. Like we just flying in a little pack, looking down at the war going on. Like it was crazy.
So in the extraterrestrial depiction, they call
Mm,
blue avians.
mm,
Well, really, what it is in the spiritual bubble. The
mm,
blue avians are the clan, the bird clan, the Tahuti clan.
mm,
And this land over here called the Americas is the land of Tahuti,
mm,
right? And for you to tap into the frequency of the hawk, eagle, falcon, or any of the major birds, right? But we have a different one in our totem,
mm,
right? So as we go through the totem, you might be a crane, you might have a stork.
mm,
Like for instance, dancing girls is the care of the flamingo, right?
mm,
So when we see the flamingos, are the spirit energy that the dancing lines, like in Vegas or Broadway, when they do the musicals, the dancing lines,
There's them
that
colors.
spirit energy is from the flamingo.
Okay.
And they even have dances to commemorate it, but we think it's ballet.
Yeah. That was all our tribal stuff.
Yeah, ballet is Atlantean.
Hmm.
Ballet, figure skating. They got this dance they do with this fucking ribbon. That's all Atlantean. The women, they got these circles that they do under the Sufi order. The Sufi is the men that stole the women's ritual rights.
With that
Right.
swollen
And
dervish,
with
whatever
each
you say.
tribe, each tribal element, they represent their element in the color of their garb. And then they do their whirling dervish type dance.
Hmm.
Right. And even the Irish River dance comes from an ancient dance of the so-called Twa people. River dance is not just a basic Irish. We thought, oh, let's make up a dance. No, that it wasn't that. It was an actual ritualistic performance of the Twa priests who roamed Scotland and Ireland long before the Pharaohs sent these people as they're now there.
Them my folks too. Celtic.
Yeah. The people over here in the Irish, we've watched the Irish go from dark to light
Mm-hmm.
before Columbus ever came. We observed and noticed the transition, and we seen when the Scotland and Scotia came in the like
Mm-hmm.
11, 12, 1300s,
I'm
right?
about.
Trying to escape the Catholic Church. They was
Mm-hmm.
brought over here by Templars. And then there was the Scottish children was red-haired, freckle-faced Kentucky people. They lived in the Appalachians, right?
I think the other sister part of my bloodline, cause my last name McInnes.
Mm-hmm. So when they used to get sunburned, Big Mama used to give them silver water.
Mm-hmm.
The silver water caused them to turn blue.
Mm.
That's where your Smurf story comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Because they was the little Irish people that lived in the Appalachian Mountains that drank the silver water that turned their skin blue. But it also gave them immunity to damn near every fucking disease in the world.
Hell yeah.
But it just changed their color.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so I'ma just shit. I already know what's going on. I'ma just stop looking. I just wanted to look because it just be interesting trying to go back in time. But I already know what's up with me. Like I've been through a lot of my past lives. I done got killed damn near every last one of them. They killing my ass. They trying to get me up out of here.
That's
But
because
shit, I'm
you
back.
had to be a soldier. You had to be a soldier. The
Yeah, for
only ones
sure.
that have a lot of memories of getting murdered is the soldiers.
Mm-hmm. I be speaking the truth. They hang my ass. Been at war. They killing my ass. I done been a shaman, healing people. Get my ass up out of here. It's a lot of that, but I'm back now. Shit, I'm a 2000 baby. I'm a Sagittarius, so I already know what's going on with me. It can't kill my ass no more. So it
Yeah,
is
that's
what it
part of the
is.
contract too. When you get to
Yeah,
this point, you cross the finish line. Now you get to build your life and live happily ever after. But you got to learn. You have to now learn how to see your life in your mind before you can see it in your reality. Right?
I've
You
been
got to
trying to
know.
do that
You,
lately.
you got to know what your house layout is. You know what I'm saying? You want a castle? Do you want a fucking girt? You know what I mean? Do you want a village of houses where you got all your kids living with you, like little Boosie? You know, you got to
Mm,
see your life in your mind and then say, okay, that's where I want to go. Build the whole thing. If I was an artist, I'd tell you to draw it. Draw it out.
mm.
Draw your
And just
house, draw
focus my
your
mind on it.
car. Right.
It's
Then the
good to
same
do
way
that
you
when I
draw.
sleep, though, right?
Yeah. You can look at it before you go to sleep. You could
All right,
take
that's
stuff
what
from
I've been
your
doing.
dreams and add it to your structure that you build it. But once you build it, remember, you got something that applies when you take something from the spiritual to the physical. It don't look exactly the same, but it's close enough for you to recognize it in like using a carnival mirror type layout. Like every mirror, it's gonna come out in a different appearance.
So how the hell do you control the? How do you control like? I literally been doing that because I dream every day. I dream every night. Like I just dream and I remember my dreams. But it's like I'll go to sleep on that thought, but then as soon as I get into the dream realm, my mind is shift into something else. But like I'll always get back messages from the dream, but it's like it drifts off from the main focus point that I was originally focusing on, and it just wanders into a whole nother. So, like, is there like a certain technique to keep you in that same focus state, or is just
Because once you cross that barrier, right,
mm,
everything is abstract to what you was thinking in linear logic. That's
mm,
why it looked like the thought was broke.
okay, but it's not really
Now,
broken?
what you was thinking of, it's going to tell you a story. like a childhood story, fairy tale, but we
Uh
call
huh.
them dreams. And when they tell you the story is going to answer the question. But you got to learn how to translate your higher self into your everyday self. So you got to write your own personal codex.
You get it.
This mean this. This mean that. Give everything its own meaning.
Uh huh.
And then your higher self will start using it according to the meaning that you ascribe to it.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
why a lot of people is ineffective at communication because most of the words they speak, they don't know the meaning of them.
Mhm. Mhm. All right. That makes sense. I got you. You got any more books? I need a couple more books, man. I ran through them last ones you gave me.
And look, the same author that Ryan Holiday, he got a collection.
Uh huh.
He got a collection, and
Uh,
you know he on Stoic philosophy. So
yeah, for
if you
sure.
like
That's
that
all I was saying.
material, you you get books on Stoicism,
Mhm.
and you will look at a book and you will just know I got to get that book because
Yeah.
it's gonna have your frequency gonna pick it up subconsciously that it have in there what you looking for consciously, and that's why you get a
Mhm.
hunch. I got to get this book.
All right. All right. I'm gonna get into Ryan Holiday. I'm gonna read the rest of his books. I'm gonna try to find some older books too, cause some older ones like the Prince. I like that one right there. It make me feel like I'm back in them times.
Yeah. Look at
Yeah.
Balthazar Gracian wrote a book called the of the Man of Worldly Wisdom. I think is the name of it. Mm,
What's his name?
Balthazar Gracian.
Okay.
I don't know how to spell it. Don't have me lying to you.
Nah, I'm gonna find it. All right. But I'm gonna look into that. I ain't gonna hold you too long. You said you wanted for an hour. I'm gonna let the people get on.
Okay, I'll give you a couple more books.
All right.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I gave you this one. Law of Success in 16 Lessons, Napoleon Hill.
Long success. You said long success of what? I'm sorry.
In 16 Lessons by Napoleon Hill.
16 lessons. Okay. What else? Uh huh. All
Same
right.
author,
Uh huh.
Outwitting the Devil.
Outwitting the devil. Okay.
Hey, you gonna love that one. That motherfucker kick ass right there.
Shit.
That motherfucker, that's a beast.
Uh
Then get the collected writings of Khalil Gibran.
huh.
All his stories got morals to them.
Okay. All right.
Then get Anthony Robbins, Awakening the Giant Within. It might be Awakening the Sleeping Giant Within, but it's Anthony Robbins. And he got one with a brother called Unlimited Power of Black Choice. That's a slept on classic right there.
Ooh, what's the name of that again? That
Unlimited
sound good.
Power of Black Choice.
Oh yeah. I'm about to order these tonight.
All Anthony Robbins stuff is classic.
All right.
That ought to hold you till the next time we meet.
Now for sure, for sure. You know we're gonna get up again.
So,
Shit.
I would,
Malachi soon come home too, man.
yeah, I will let somebody else up.
For
Appreciate you
sure.
for coming up.
Uh, for sure. All right.
Mira Brandy. Yep, Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, the truth. Hey,
How you
how,
doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. It's been a
Been
minute.
a minute. Been a minute. You know how
right,
it is.
right. So my thing is, since you told me to start saying I 10 after everything, I've been noticing a change in a lot. Um, since then I kind of been isolating a lot, so I just go to work and come home. I don't really been hanging out with people. But I've been noticing that my my empathic energy has been very strong and telepathic, and I've been kind of scaring people. And I'm trying to figure out how to not scare people. Like,
Okay, so it's like being a psychiatrist.
uh,
When a psychiatrist have a patient on the couch, if you ever notice, he's not saying nothing.
right,
He's just taking notes. Right?
okay,
Why?
getting the information.
Right. But he need to know what he can say to the patient that
Right,
they can benefit from.
right, okay.
Right. So when you start having psychic visions, if it's not something that spirit is forcing you to tell them, and you can know the difference,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can't tell them direct because you scare them,
Right. I'm
right?
like,
So you just hold on to it, and then you can always try to turn it into a question instead of a statement that
right,
allows them to answer the question that you already know the answer to.
okay, got you.
And that'll ease their tension of you telling them about them without them telling you what's going on.
Right, okay. Because
Right.
my supervisor has sit next to me, and I had been at work probably like 2 hours. I was cool, just chilling, and he came and sat next to me to talk about something, and all of a sudden I start feeling this sharp pain in like my left side of my stomach. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I'm gonna just wait for a couple minutes to see if I'm just tripping. So then I was like, nah, that's like a sharp pain. I don't know where that's coming from. So I asked him, I'm like, do you have pain on the right, like the left side of your stomach? And he's like, what made you ask me that? I'm like, because I just started feeling this pain and I don't know where it came from. And he's like, well, I actually have been having pain there because of these things that's going on. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that kind of threw me back. Like, okay, I didn't realize I was actually, connecting that strong. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you got a space around you of about 3 feet. If somebody's aura interacts with your aura, I mean they got to be between 6 feet or less from you. Your
mm,
auras are intertwined like this.
right, okay.
And if you're sensitive to your own energy, the change in your energy by the entering of a foreign aura start telling you shit about the person. Yep.
Right.
It's a torch
Okay.
field, a torsion field.
Okay, so then that can be another question because there was another coworker that stood behind me. He a white guy, but he had stood behind me, and all of a sudden I started feeling dizzy, and I was just like, "What in the world? Like you can't stand around me." But I don't know. It just threw me off.
9 out of 10, he probably was high as this.
That makes sense. He probably was. I was just like, "Whoa, what the heck?"
Yeah, they
Like,
take they got some drugs that they take that they
uh,
can perfectly function normal, but if they come in close proximity to us, we get loopy.
right. I was just like, "Ooh, no, I don't like that energy. You
Yeah.
gotta move, sir."
That's,
Like,
that's like when if you be close to one of them dudes that take mescaline,
mm-hmm.
you can pick up because he's emitting so powerful from that man's frame, his where his neurons are. When he's
Mm-hmm.
firing, he's emitting so powerful. If you sensitive, you gonna pick it up.
Man, this has been crazy. Like I'll say something, and somebody else, and the person will be like, "I didn't say that out loud. How did you know I was thinking that?" Like, I can't take it back now, but it's starting to get interesting. Like
Yeah.
even like people
Look,
telling me to show up in their dreams, and I'm walking through like I'm checking on them, and I'm like, okay, I'm working in my sleep.
but we do that with tribe members.
Okay,
When
okay,
when you learn just some of the tribe members is called dream walkers for a reason. Where
right,
we
okay,
can't communicate face to face, we can go talk to each other in the dream room.
right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes
I
sense.
had a lot of people came to me in the dream. in the waking state, but in the dream realm. So it's like I'm seeing two realities at the same time.
Right.
Me and Malcolm had it out about Farrakhan.
Oh dang. That's crazy.
He didn't want to change my mind about Farrakhan. He thought when I was saying Farrakhan had something to do with you getting killed, he'd laugh so goddamn hard. He said you must don't understand the power base of the Nation of Islam and the structure. And then he went to explain everything to me.
Right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now I'm trying to learn how to not feel everybody energy so strong. Like I be doing my healing work, but it's like how I feel them so strong and it just be just going.
So your aura, your Taurus field, you have to learn how to insulate it. Okay. Get this book by Deanna Fortune called Psychic Self-Defense. That's a good starter kit.
Okay. I'm gonna find that tonight because
they got some good videos on psychic self-defense on YouTube too.
Okay, cool. I have been getting better with that too because I remember you talking about it in the beginning, and I started like intentionally like putting a protection around my aura, my family, and people that come in our energy. So I'm understanding why I'm showing up to people, but I don't remember like I was there.
You're not supposed to because you know multi-dimensional self is doing so much stuff. And if you remembered everything, your mind would be so overloaded that you couldn't function in the 3D.
That makes sense. Okay.
So you only remember what's pertinent to your current function of what you're doing. But multi-dimensionally, you're doing all kind of shit. Shit you don't even know. You be like, whoa. Because when it come back to you as an aha moment.
Right.
And you realize, well, how the hell did I get there? You did the work.
Right.
You didn't do it in this realm. You was doing that work somewhere else. Right. And a lot of time it requires us to do what we call welfare checks on tribe members.
Right. Okay.
Or we call them relatives.
Right. Okay.
And all of them is not here. Sometimes we do that on past ancestors. We go back in the dream realm in order for them to activate certain energy signatures on the codon so that we can download the information from them.
Right.
So it ain't just the ones that's here walking around that we go in to visit in the dream realm. We go visit ancestors and elders too.
Okay. That makes sense. Because I had, that just made me think about my dad's side. Because it took me to like hear my dad say something for me to know that's him. I be hearing in my head like when I'm because we got a real strong connection. But it was like a moment in time where I kept looking out the window. I kept like this paranoid energy, like somebody watching me, and I'm like, what in the world? This is not my energy. And I go to my dad's house, and he like, somebody been in my house. They done changed my stuff around, and I'm like, Dad, that's you that I be feeling all the time. You just got me thinking I'm paranoid for no reason. I'm like, you gotta calm down.
Yeah, but and that's because you have a love-bound psychic connection with him.
Okay.
And it's called an empathetic connection.
Right.
And it's in the prefrontal cells in the brain can only open up to his if the heart chakra is connected to him.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then he's gonna be the standard by which you choose your mate. So you think you just single because you want to be single. You single because you ain't found nobody as good as or better than your pops.
Right. Yeah, that's something.
That's the standard. That's why they had to break families up, because if you will settle for something less than what you know is correct, then they already won.
Right.
Because now you marrying down, you downgrading your life, which is downgrading your offspring.
Ooh, right. Okay.
But when you have a father that sets a standard for a girl, she's not going to accept nothing less. Right.
And I feel like I done picked up all the traits that he done taught me. Like I'm the gentleman now. Like, hold on.
But all of those traits is what he was teaching you to understand how a man's supposed to be.
Right.
Okay. Just because you understand it don't mean you have to be it.
Right. I be doing my best. I'm going to let me not. I'm going to let you open the door, you know.
Well, you got to remember, if you ain't with the right guy, you're not going to be soft.
Right. So we
You
had
gonna
to have.
if when you get with the right guy, you gonna be high school giddy when he open the door for you.
Right.
You ain't gonna wonder if you should open the door first. It's just gonna be giddy when you see it. You go, you know
Right.
how that guy do.
Okay.
And he blushing and shit, right? And it won't be awkward or nothing.
Right. Yeah.
It's only awkward when he's not masculine enough for you to be feminine. That
Right.
was awkward because he ain't man enough to just take charge like a man supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
and then make you be, man, I gotta be a man for this bitch ass nigga.
Right. Yeah, it's only been one person I feel safe enough around and I have to carry my, my thing, So, I might just be like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I don't know. Like he said he trying to get his foundation together. He don't want to do nothing serious until he gets it together. And I get that, but my mind be, you just string me along. I don't want to, but I'm
Well,
trying to.
it's one of them things is you one of them people that'll accept what you don't want because what you want not available, or would you wait for what you want till it's available? I don't want, if it's something I don't want it. You can't give me something I don't want in place of something I want. You can't
Right.
tell me when I ask for an ice cream sandwich, oh, I'm gonna give you this, and I see the ice cream sandwich there too. No, I don't want that shit. Give me what the fuck I asked for.
Right. Basically, he just said he want to get his foundation together, and I get that. You want to be comfortable, make sure you can take care of everything. But in my mind, I need to know what's going on so that I can, like, my full circle understanding of what my goals is and moving forward. Like, I don't be stagnant sitting here trying to figure it
Well,
out.
first of all, the man not part of your goal.
Right.
Your goal is to be the woman you're supposed to be, and then you're gonna look up and the man gonna be standing there.
Right.
There's a difference because you're not gonna settle.
Right.
So if you're not gonna settle, you have to do the self work and know that the type of man you want, when you get to the right frequency, he's just gonna show up.
Right.
Prince motherfucking Charming.
Right. I'll be like, man, let me make sure I'm ready before I be pulling it. But I'm like, it's hard doing this shit on myself.
But it's really not as hard as you think it is. Most of the difficulty is coming from the fact that you're living in a system that's belligerent to your natural nature.
Man.
And so everything you do sometimes feel like it's difficult.
Right.
If you don't want to participate in this bullshit, but everybody you know is neck deep in this bullshit, and you're like, I can't get these motherfuckers to pay attention to get out the shit. They about to drown in it.
Man, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna let it bother me no more. I used to get so irritated, like, why don't you just listen? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just let you do you, and I'm gonna just, when you get there, I'm here, But yeah, I feel it. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what what you want your life to look like. Shit, feng shui.
Right.
If you build it, they'll come.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you build it, they'll come. And you already built it. You already know what you're doing. So you, I don't think that's everybody's business, but it's your business. But
true.
But you build it just fine. You on a what you call steady trajectory up.
Okay.
Some people want to hurry up and slam on the gas, but they're not in the sports car.
Right. Yeah, I'm always checking self first. Like, let me make sure I'm not tripping before I respond in all my emotions. Let me, but yeah.
Here's the kicker. When you finally get a sports car and you realize how valuable they are because how much you spent on it, you don't even want to slam on the gas.
That makes sense. I always see people driving slow. That makes a lot of sense.
But when you got the hoopty and your ambition is to be driving a sports car, you're going to run the wheels off that sucker, trying to step on the gas every chance you get.
My car definitely sitting there stuck right now. The gas brake, the brake line, and everything. I'm like, dang, I done run into the ground for real. That nigga nine, like, look, we can't do this no more.
Age. Somebody said, do I think age play a part? Not necessarily age, because everybody that age doesn't mature.
Right.
Right. I remember I had a book, and the name of the book was Growing Up Without Growing Old.
Okay.
right? Just boils down to protecting the inner child. The
Right.
innocence within had to be protected from the wickedness without. In other words, because other people is fucked up, you have to be understanding of the fact that they fucked up, willing to fuck them up about fucking with you,
Man.
but at the same time, you still got a hard goal because you don't start no shit. You just don't take none.
Right. Yeah. Definitely been noticing the difference, especially like when I write stuff down and write the I-10 with it and I see like the comeback, I'm like, ooh. Okay, that's some power I didn't really know I could work with, you know.
Yeah. So you say, do you age? Do you age when you get rid of your inner child? When you suffocate your inner child, you don't just age; you age miserably.
Hmm.
Right? People that are walking around and don't know they're miserable is suffocating their inner child because they
Dang.
don't have anything that make their heart glow. And they everything that made their heart glow, they got scared of it and tried to stomp on it.
Yeah.
So now they old and miserable
Yeah.
because they stifled the inner child. When we talk about the inner child, we also talk about what we call the golden heart.
Mm.
You know when your golden heart is being fed because they make you feel a certain way,
Right.
right? And that radiance over time, the more that you put yourself in situations that make your heart glow, it starts to radiate out and it reverses aging. It don't just,
That makes
slow aging, it actually reverses aging. You won't see the little fine wrinkles, they won't exist.
everybody asking me like, how old are you? 19? I'm like, I wish, but thanks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
shocked. You child is 13? How old are you? I'm like, I'm 36 now. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, thanks. It was one more thing I wanted to ask. So I've been kind of noticing this pattern of like when I come across people that mom passed, it's like we got a stronger connection. Like we just know everything each other thinking. I don't know. Is that like the connection, like being able to hear or feel the mama line or?
That's Big Mama energy. Big Mama energy is taking all of the ones with mother wounds and able to make a connection with them so they can live their life with their mother gone. Most of the time they're
Mm-hmm.
gone.
Right.
So like their mother passed on, she they don't know that she's still with them energetically because
Right.
he's pushing her mitochondria or
Okay.
she whoever the mommy is, both children, daughters or son, has her mitochondria.
Right.
That means he's physically part of who they are,
Okay.
more so than the father. Because if you take the mitochondrial out, everybody gonna drop dead.
Ooh, man.
Right.
Okay.
So you could take a penis and some testicles off, Y chromosome energy, and you just be a eunuch. Take
Mm.
that mitochondrial from you though.
Right.
And your heart and your brain turn off.
Right.
Right. So when you have that energy, this big mama energy, you learn by people with mother wounds connecting with you.
Okay.
Right. Your job as a big mama is probably about 20 years off.
Dang.
But everything you're doing now is training you,
Mm-hmm.
right? From the line of work you chose, because you know the children you want to look after,
Mm-hmm.
even if they ain't yours. But you dealing with all of their mother wounds. The ones
Right.
you felt unprotected, unloved, uncared for,
Yeah.
right? Then
Yeah.
when they're around you, they feel like they're instantly at home.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing that. Like I feel so safe around you, or I feel so easy to talk to you, and I'm just like, okay, go ahead, talk. you know.
Mm-hmm. Now we be thinking Big Mama because she cooking and humming ain't listening to us, so we
Mm-hmm.
stop talking and Big Mama stop stirring.
Right.
We start back talking, she start back stirring in the pot.
Right.
She don't say nothing to you because she don't want you to break your stream of thought. And she listened to the whole thing, but she's calculating too how to help you best from the position of love.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
because I've been getting like double the. I'm pretty sure you've been getting like 100 times worse, but people just coming to me and like trauma dumping, and I'm just like, okay.
you
I,
cannot allow that shit to happen.
yeah, I just be like, look, I don't
Don't
even
let
want.
nobody look when they trauma dump on you. You gotta know how to turn your ears off and let them spill without you hearing it,
Right.
because you can't help a person that trauma dumps.
Right.
They're looking for a trauma bond.
Right. And I just be like, oh no, I
I'm
don't
not.
want to be here.
I'm not doing no trauma bond.
I don't want to feel like
I'll be
that.
by my goddamn self, or I'll be walking around trauma bonded with a motherfucker.
Man, I
I can't.
stand.
I can't love you till I give you a black eye kind of shit. That's not my lane.
Right. Whew.
Right. I don't want to be in a trauma bond relationship. I want to be in a true bond relationship.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm making sure I'm clear on.
Yeah. But when you start coming up and you start having what they call focus. Very few people got focus. That's why so many people find life unbearable, because they have not been trained to focus. That
Right.
means
Right.
that if you pick something that you're gonna do that shit.
Right. Okay.
Calculate anything. If you, let's say you want your child to be an athlete,
Mm-hmm.
you know that the lifespan of an NBA player is probably about 7 years at most. You have the exceptions to the rule, those who play longer. But generally speaking, on average, they don't last longer than 7 years. So you know
Okay.
that 7 years as a professional, let's say they get drafted, if they do their full college term, that's 4 years of university, that's 11 years.
Mm.
Right now, do you wait till it's time for them to get to university to try to teach them basketball? You setting
Right.
them back. That's a
Right.
setback. And then you got high school, right? But if you really want them to be a standout, you're going to give them a ball, whether they're playing basketball or not, and let them learn how to dribble
Right.
as early as possible,
Right.
right? You can design your child to be the perfect basketball player in your mind while they developing in your womb. They called it in the South marking your child.
Right.
You can form your child into whatever you want that child to be in the womb, and the father have input if he have a open heart connection with the child to come.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
and like most people don't know that when they're thinking about a developing child, they're affecting his development.
Right.
My man was on the video clip I shared that about 2 days ago.
Mm.
And he said, they told us it take a village to raise a child. But what if the whole damn village retarded?
Right.
Well, that's the whole village energy projected on that child.
Right.
Retarded energy means energy that's underdeveloped,
Mm-hmm.
right? We normally equate it with Down syndrome, but retarded don't mean Down syndrome. Retarded mean arrested development,
Right.
right? Something stops developing or it underdeveloped before maturity. It stopped. That's a retarded situation. So if the minds of the villagers, when they see the pregnant little girl, instead of saying, I hope she have a healthy, happy baby, they say, look at that little wench. I knew her little hot ass was going to get pregnant, stinking bitch.
Right. Oh man.
We talking about that little girl like that.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
it don't matter if she was hot or not. What did you tell her to help her get her moral compass on the level that yours is? You
Right.
can't down that child if you didn't try to help her.
Right.
Right? That's why I was saying people about me, they gonna come on here and talk shit about me. You ain't did nothing to try to be helpful, and here you is coming to tear some shit down that you didn't do.
Right.
And don't know who you fucking with at the same time.
Right. Woo. Okay, this is my very last thing. I know I said that was the last one, but this is something I've been trying to figure out, this pattern. So I've been trying to figure out, like, so there's certain times where I see in people's eyes when they're not themselves. Like, I could tell they done been taken over by some type of energy. And I'm just like, okay, is this like something that jumped in to try to monitor, or something that's like trying to, like, is this something somebody trying to,
No,
I don't know what,
a
but
lot
it's
of
like,
the people you see they are what you're looking at. The eyes is the window to the soul for real.
right.
And when some people are NPCs, and those the ones that you call masters can use them. They can jump in and out of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, remember the movie Falling with Denzel Washington? They chasing his ass around. He keep jumping body to body.
Oh, I don't know if I saw that one.
Well,
Okay.
Locks made a video called 24 Hours to Live based on the movie.
Okay.
So if you want the short version, watch the Locks video with DMX and Eve. If you
Okay.
want the actual breakdown, watch the movie Falling with Denzel Washington. But
Falling.
the thing is this, in Falling, the spirit that he's trying to catch keep jumping from person to person.
Right. Man, I swear it's something like, what am I missing? Because it's like I see them, like I see the eyes change, and it's like their face is like it's like an irritated look on their face or something, and it's just like, that's not your usual energy. What's going on? But I don't speak it. I just pay attention and I kind of
Well,
acknowledge
that also
it.
tells you something else. And I always tell people this too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you know somebody for 10 years and they've been the same way for 10 years. All of a sudden they start acting different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new person in the equation. It's a
Mm-hmm.
new influence in the equation.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if it's a TV character. There's a new influence in order to alter the character of the person that's been the same for 10 years.
Right.
Right? So whoever it is, they look up to in some regard in order to be willing to alter their natural state of self.
Okay.
So it's always an outside influence. When a person break character, normally it's an outside influence.
Okay. Okay. Whew, okay, man. I'm like, let me isolate because y'all don't understand what y'all got going on.
Yeah. But the outside influence can be this. It could be you've been working with Tim for 3 years. Tim always come in happily and bubbly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden Tim come in, he's short with his answers to all of the ladies. He don't give eye contact to none of the girls no more. He's not his giggly self. Well, Timmy got a girlfriend now.
That makes sense. Okay.
Timmy's trying to respect her boundaries by not crossing the boundaries with other women he encountered. That influence caused Timmy to behave different around the women that he already knew.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he's trying to be, well, from a standpoint of character, an upright man.
Right.
He's trying to do right by this chick that he met. She might be the thing that changed his whole life for the future.
Right.
But then you have people come in like his brother Jeff that comes in and works only 3 days out of the week knowing he's supposed to be there 6. He come in with his little surfer dude biker mentality. And he tell his brother, go bro, fuck that girl, come on with me, man, come hang out with me, bro.
It's funny.
Yeah, so Timmy trying to tell her, nah, man, I'm good. I like my lady, man. He's trying to help Timmy come up with an excuse to break character and be less than who he is.
Right. Okay.
So now that Timmy got a girlfriend and he's being honorable around the women he around, life going to send him an antagonist to test his resolve beyond what he's being exposed to already. So here come his brother from out of town with this bullshit.
Right. It's funny because that's funny. My friend just joined the bikers, so that you just picked up on that. So that's dope. That just helped me understand what was going on. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes another thing that changes a person's energy is secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody might be a good friend of yours, but they don't want to tell you what another good friend of yours said to them about you. And
Right.
they're trying to keep it a secret because they don't want your feelings to get hurt, but they don't necessarily agree with the friend, but they love both of y'all. So
Right.
trying to keep that secret, she's trying to bite her tongue so now her conversation's short.
Hmm.
And you like, she ain't acting right for some reason. What this
Right.
little picture with pissy tail wench up to?
Right.
Right? So now she make the natural instinct of a sister kick in.
Mm.
Motherfucking Inspector Gadget finna step out of nowhere.
Man, my Inspector Gadget be going too far. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. All right, I know you need to get to other people. So, Psychic Self Defense, the book, Fallen,
Yep.
movie. And you said one other book too, right?
I said a music video about the locks, 24 hours and live.
Okay, I'm about to write those down before I forget. Okay, cool. All right, it's always great talking to you. You know I'm gonna have to call you again eventually,
Oh
but
yeah, you know how it is.
take
I'll
care.
talk to you later, sweetie.
Alrighty, thank you.
Is Love 88. Is Love 88. Love, love, love.
Hey,
Hey,
Blissful
hey,
Love.
how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are
What you?
you?
I'm good. What you been up to?
Oh, just being a mom. I just had oh, you can't see me. I just had another granddaughter.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't be for my birthday visit my grandbabies.
Nice. Oh, that's the best feeling ever. Best feeling. I just wanted to come in and say everything you're saying I resonate with. It's you, both you and Empress, Big Mama, who have helped change my life, see the God within myself. And all the advice has been amazing. Just amazing. So I just want to let you know that you're doing amazing work. And my son, you spoke to him one time and gave him some advice, and he always tells me he remembers it. So I'm so grateful.
Was it helpful for him?
Yes, he was into music, and you spoke to him about his masters, but you also spoke to him about just life in general. I think I hear him coming. Oh, that's the other one. And yeah, he took your advice. They all up tonight. But I also wanted to. I'm sending Big Mama a package. I make natural body butters and beeswax candles, foot soaks, foot balms. They are for foot soaks, and I put all natural oils, essential oils. But I noticed that cough, so I said, I'm going to send you something to Big Mama. Maybe she can forward it to you, a little care package
Oh
of
yeah,
what I'm doing.
she'll send me anything anybody send her for anybody. She always makes sure they get it.
Yes, so I'm going to do that in the next couple of days. So I'm glad I caught you tonight. I don't ever catch lives because I'm never really on
I
here.
haven't been doing a lot of lives. I wanted to vex some grievances that get some bullshit off my chest. I was, I'm petty sometimes.
I feel you because I'm born November 1st, so I get the character.
Take a
Right.
Scorpio, no Scorpio, right?
Yes, I am. Right now, I have cut everybody off. I'm all by myself with my children, full enjoying the moments. And even the husband's getting cut because he ain't growing fast enough. So everybody's getting cut. I got to start fresh.
Yeah, so
Restart.
I was in my fuck around and find out energy. So I wanted to see, if they really want to fuck around and find out, we can fuck around and find out.
Let's do it. I go from those stages and then go back to really calm, serenity. When I get it home, I'm good to go. But anything outside, yes, it's find out.
I don't start no shit, but I don't back down.
That's right. I was so peaceful. So it's that.
I love my peace, and I love my war.
That's right.
I just want them all on the proper terms. Long as I'm right, we can go to war all day long. If I ain't right, I'm gonna go and enjoy my peace. Sit my ass down somewhere. Stay out your lane, because I don't want to get ran over fucking around where I don't need to be.
That's 100 facts. And it's a true story. Oh no, your advice is amazing. I think that's Fire there walking around. Oh, he went back downstairs. Fire, my son. So yeah, lately I have been getting into binary codes.
Mm-hmm.
Popping up. It's like a new language. And ever since I seen the 10010110, and it was my birthday, I just went into a deep dive, and it's like a whole new language. It's like a universal language.
But it allows you to crack codes, because everything it's a series of ones and zeros. Everything you see. Right. You know what else? It's once you get binary code down, get Morse code down. Because then you will realize that all codes have a common pattern. Whether it's binary code, whether it's Morse code, no matter what it is. And then when you realize that, then you realize that cracking codes is just overlays, and where do they stick out at?
Right. You start to see everything in a whole new way.
Yeah. That's what I call it, reading the streamer in the matrix. Because everywhere you go, okay, once you get the binary code and the Morse code down, every light flash in Morse code, every time it's flashed. Wherever you see a flashing light, if a little kid walk past, hit a street lamp with a rock and start blinking, it's blinking in Morse code. Now, if there is a spiritual message that you need to get when you get in close proximity, you will alter the frequency of the flow of electricity, and the Morse code will talk to you because you understand Morse code in order to have an avenue to give you a spiritual message which you can respond to faster. Yeah. So all of those codes are good to read. Once you get the Morse code, you can use the Morse code to read the binary code. And then you'll be able to take other things you see in Morse code and translate it into binary code and then back into the common language. The hard part is putting it in basic English.
Right.
Once you know it, you know it. So translating it is a whole nother animal.
Right. Because it translates into every language. Mm-hmm. If you know different languages, it's so amazing.
Yeah. It will actually teach you how to read other languages without knowing the language.
Right. Does it have a connection to the Rosetta Stone?
It kind of worked like a Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone was just basalt stone that had translation of hieroglyphics, Hebrew, and Greek, which gave them keys to translate hieroglyphics into those languages and eventually English. Eventually they was able to go straight from hieroglyphics to English. But remember, most people are unaware when you see hieroglyphics doesn't say the same thing to everybody. And it's designed that way by the ancients because certain people have a certain frequency in their blood. And when they come in contact with what we call the hieroglyphics, they animate. And they animate to tell you part of your history. And when they animate, it's not going to show me the same thing it's going to show you. But it's going to be part of your history that it's going to show you that's relevant to who you became in this life. The ancestor did that for a reason. And this is why it's never been promoted until modern times for us to visit sacred sites in our community. We was too busy trying to be black and proud and get down at the club.
Distractions, that's right.
Because they wanted to disassociate us from the land, they think that because a generation or two skip going to sacred site, getting the frequency, that all of us is going to skip. Like we ain't going to never revert back to who we are and do what's natural to the nature of the people of the land.
And it's funny that you say that. I've been to, I'm from Canada, and I've been to some places where there's diamonds and gold, and I feel so different when I come home to my house. And I went to Egypt. I don't know why. I just picked up. I went to Luxor, and going into the temple, I came back. I went into the Red Sea. I went into the Nile. Coming back, I was a whole new person. Like I had touched lands and gained so much information. It was just coming to me. I couldn't, like I'd lay down in my bed and things would just unlock. And I was just like, I started writing a book, My Journey to the Red Sea. And it was just unlocking so many answers that I've had on my whole life. As a child, I seen things. To this day, I can see atoms in the air if I actually concentrate. And it just took me to a whole new level, and I started to read a little bit of the hieroglyphics. And wow, you are so on point. And I'll just show you something from Egypt. I hope you can see it. So I got this one here. That's for my 3 daughters. And then when you turn the light off, I wonder if you can see it.
Yeah, I see her over there, the cat, glowing dog.
Yeah, it's got the and stuff, but yes, the lands, definitely. I've traveled America as well, and I've just been to all the places that nobody goes, that just is like desolate. And you gain so much energy from it. The palms of your feet, the soles of your feet, the palms of your hands.
Those are chakra points.
They're portals straight to the internal, because I do health and wellness. I'm a nutritionist. And I had to get away from that, the professional field, because it's limited. They don't allow you to mix the spiritual and everything together. It's, straight. So
that's where you go and you take what's called physics, quantum physics. And when they don't want you to connect the religion with the spirituality, you use the quantum physics as the union point. Because you have something called the unified field theory. The unified field theory says that all things are interconnected, right? And then everything is interconnected by degrees. This is where you get your 6 degrees of separation from this many people knowing each other. Right? So it's all in measuring it. It's all in measuring it. But once you understand what you training yourself to do, it makes it easier to develop a system that works for you.
that's the thing. I just spoke to my son maybe like an hour ago, and I was discussing that it's all about me now. I'm trying to find out. I have so much knowledge, so much wisdom, but I'm trying to find out my purpose. Where do I direct it? And I've been taking.
Cheat sheet.
Pardon me?
Cheat sheet.
Teachy?
A cheat sheet.
Oh, cheat sheet. Yes, please.
Okay, you use the resume format. Except you're gonna need a bigger box for your skills. Everything you know how to do.
I did that the other day.
If you know how to fold towels really neat and people compliment you on it, I go in there. If you know how to hit a baseball out into center field over the fence, that go in there. Especially if you can do it consistently. Right? Everything you can think of that you know how to do. And when you run out of stuff to do, sit it aside for a couple days, right? Then change the person that's watching now is not the applicant. Now you are the person that's responsible to place this person's resume with a compatible job. And then you got to go over it and say, what kind of job requires these skills? Right? Because you've been training your whole life for your life purpose. So everything you know how to do is tied to your life purpose. When you look at it, you're like, holy shit, I'm supposed to be a tree hugger.
That was me all the time.
You know, whatever you come up with, based on your skill sets, will give you a real good inclination, because what you're going to be using for a filter is what feels good on the inside, make your heart glow when you think about doing it based on that skill set. I would love to do that. Like some people would love to work in the zoo around the animals.
Right.
Like that job will make them feel like they don't even got a job. Right. And it enriches their life, because now they got all these zoo tales to tell their family functions.
Right.
You know, we birthed the baby elephant last week, and that's just fascinating to people that don't work in the zoo. But it also centers the spotlight on the zoo person. For the moment, they become the local celebrity, the family celebrity, telling their stories. The grill.
You're so right, because that's me around natural skin products and body. Like I can sit at the family functions and talk about it. That's what I do every year. I make for everybody and give it to them, and it's just that brings me joy for real.
Yeah, so that's the first lead you have to your life purpose, because you can build around it or you can build it. In other words, you can use it to develop a community, or you can use it to be a business, which would be your choice. Right? Skincare products, you might want to buy a house with 13 rooms and take 12 of your nieces to train them. Come live with me while y'all learn this.
All my children know how to do it. We are in the big, because I do it now.
I'm talking about your extended family as you you begin to teach others.
You're right. You're right.
Humans are supposed to relay information from one to another for survival purposes. It's part of the nature of a pack animal being a responsible pack member. If you see pack animals, one of them will make a discovery, and they will systematically try to teach others in order to upgrade